I've always been a people pleaser for as long as I can remember and have decided that I don't want to do this anymore. Good choice. Why is it that I can't seem to communicate that with those around me? I write them an email because I don't want to talk to them face to face, and it comes out all wrong. I just hurt them. I've made some poor decisions last year and hurt a lot of people. What's happening? We want to give you an answer here that is satisfying, that you're really going to hear and is going to make you feel so much better. Yeah, so stay with us. Many of you have been trying to please people from a very young age. It's not because of how you were born or the luck of the draw, but because of what you were taught. From a very early age, you were cajoled into doing something because it pleased others. Whether that was being good because your mother was happy with you, being nice so that others would like you, or being quiet so that you wouldn't get noticed at all. No matter what it was, a pattern formed and you came to believe that if you acted in a certain way, it pleased others. And that would make you feel good too. Now roll the tape forward 20 years or so and you found that people around you aren't so easily pleased anymore, because what made them happy last week doesn't make them happy this week. You've also probably realised by now that it's such a lot of work to please others, and it's no longer giving you the rewards it did when you were younger. It's not making you feel good. In fact, you most likely feel drained. So, you make a decision to stand in your own space and not cater to others' needs as much anymore. And we want to congratulate you on that decision. We think you should always be planning on moving forward for your own good. Standing in your own power and feeling happy is who you were born to be, and nothing less than that will ever make you happy on a consistent basis. What happens next is that you are knowing what you're wanting, but you aren't steady in that good feeling vibration yet. So you want to stop pleasing others, but you're feeling guilty or uncertain about how to go about it. It's sometimes difficult to confront people about this, even when you think it's necessary. We really don't recommend confronting people about your newfound freedom at all, as they'll find out for themselves soon enough. If you do decide to write or email people about what they've been doing that you aren't happy with, be aware of the impending backlash. It's not that you're wrong, but because you aren't yet steady in the vibration you're looking for. That you send mixed messages in your wording, whether it's in your speech or how you show up. It may even come across as aggressive. They don't quite understand what's happening. Instead of realizing what you're doing, they often feel offended at the way you're going about it. And they really do want you to feel guilty about upsetting them, which leads you to feeling victimized or guilty about the whole process and what you're doing. We want you to know that this is a normal transition. When you've acted a certain way around people for a long time, they expect that of you all the time. It's who you are in their eyes. When you change how you act, they often become offended because you no longer fit into their mold. You don't mesh together any longer. The glove no longer fits. It's not because of what you say, but that you've changed the dynamics and they just don't like it. But just because other people don't like it doesn't mean it's wrong. These are just teething problems. So stick with your commitment to yourself. Nobody has ever become happy trying not to upset others. It's also very natural to lose people when you progress along the personal development track. These are so-called friends, not real friends, or maybe relatives who have come to expect you to fit their expectations, whether you're the one who bends over backwards to please them or you're the person who fixes things for them all the time. When you no longer choose to do this, many will be upset. And we want you to know that that's okay. We don't want you to see this as offending people, rather to see it as the rapids in the middle of a stream. You're still moving in a new direction. It's just temporarily a little turbulent. We guarantee you that these others will get over it. They will find somebody to take your place and pleasing them very quickly. There are many others that are willing to please or sympathize, and you'll be surprised at how quickly this happens. What we're trying to say is that you aren't indispensable in anybody's life but your own. Others have their own guidance, and if they choose to be offended by something you've said or done, then that's their choice. It's not your fault. It's their way of saying, hey, you're not playing my game anymore. And they're absolutely right. You're not playing their game. The reason there is even wiggle room for them to become offended is because of your split energy. Wanting to feel empowered and standing in your own space on the one hand, and then feeling guilty that you might offend them on the other. That's split energy, and it's what they're responding to. You have your own guidance to follow. Don't be concerned about others, what they think, or what's going to happen next. The best thing to do now is to become steady in your own vibration and cure that split energy so that you're attracting what you really do want. So here are 3 things that can help. 1, regular meditation. 2, wrapping golden light. And 3, getting on top of the self-talk. Regular meditation will help you discipline your mind and your thoughts. It can be as simple as focusing on your breath in and out, or you can listen to a guided meditation. 15 to 20 minutes is fine. Wrapping people, things, and thoughts in golden light will swap the negative thoughts for love, and you can do this anywhere and anytime in your own head. Getting on top of your self-talk is the gateway to love, and is the single method that will lead you down the path of health, wealth, and happiness. It's also your biggest hurdle, and it trips you up every single time. Control of your self-talk is a part of our next development course, so stay tuned. Personal development is personal, so nobody else can tell you that you're doing it wrong. It's the art of returning to love within you first, because when you're aligned with love, your life unfolds as it was meant to, with joy, harmony, and fun. Things just work out for you. And those scoundrels who have been causing you discomfort then become the catalyst for your emergence into the path of love. It's really a perfect plan. Thanks for joining us. And thank you for your question.